What is up? What is up? It's been a minute since I've been up here on to talk about AAU basketball. My son had a tournament last weekend, but I had National Guard duty. It was a 2-day tournament, and I missed. They played 4 games. I missed 3 of them. Apparently, they did well, which is good. I'm happy. That means that the team's getting better. Gelling. My wife was keeping me informed. She's like, they played very well. My son played very well the first 3 games. And I think I jinxed it, so I blame it. It's my fault that the team lost the championship. I told them, I was like, I should have just stayed away. But I rushed from 5.5 hour drive, get there like 5 minutes before tip. It looked like tip was delayed a little bit, and I get there, and the boys played, and they lost a hard-fought battle. They lost by 3. Chance to win it on chance to tie it on a last-second shot. And my wife, when I got there, she was like, "This is not how they played all weekend." I was like, "Maybe it's me." Apparently my son had a phenomenal game in his first game. He played well as a point guard, scored the ball, assisted, led the team, and played great defense from what I heard. So I'm proud of him, and I'm proud of his growth. I guess this segment, nothing in particular, just accountability, player accountability, parent accountability, coaches accountability. Because all 3 things are a key part of what makes the AAU experience, or the athlete experience, even the athlete's experience. Makes it optimal. To get the optimal results. Reining in some players that are good and that have talent, and know that they have talent. And, you don't want to kill their edge, but you don't want that to become detrimental to them or to the team, and the team chemistry. And with young kids, especially kids that aren't necessarily friends, but they just play basketball together, they just play the sport together, building team chemistry can be hard. They can tend to click up a little bit. Just based off interests and certain things. So I think that's a key, and I'm learning this as well. Like I said, I'm chronicling my AAU journey along with my son, and it's been the ups and downs, man. Like I don't think he got as much playing time. Holy crap! I don't think he got as much playing time as he wanted in Sunday's game, and I think it kind of affected him a little bit. And I think I think that he wants. Just as I want, he wants everything to be even killed. And what I mean by that is that, hey, what applies to me applies to all players. And I think his coach and our organization has that. They have that mantra in mind, but at the same time, I think it easily happens that you get caught up in the moment, or you get caught up in the game, or you get caught up in the action, and sometimes things slip. Your rotation gets tighter. You see something, you got something good going. You don't want to disrupt it. So I think a lot of things are things are getting better, and I have thoroughly enjoyed the AAU so far, outside of the prices. But it's still, like I said, it is a roller coaster. So he has a tournament this weekend. It's a one-day tournament. And again, I won't be there this time. We have a family cookout that we've been doing at my mother's for about 10 years now. It's something that became like a staple for the family. And typically my son would attend with me, but I gave him the option. You know, I said, hey, do you want to go to your tournament, or do you want to go to the cookout? And initially he said the cookout, and that was like Monday or Tuesday, but I think that was coming off of that game Sunday. I think he was a little disappointed at the fact that they didn't win the championship, and his minutes weren't he wasn't used as much as he was used in the games prior. So I think he was feeling a little salty, and I kind of figured that throughout the week that would change. You know, he went to practice on Tuesday, and I asked him again on Tuesday, and he was still like, "Nah, I think I'm gonna go to the cookout." And I think, you know, maybe him and his mom had a chat, which is fine. But because I asked him Wednesday or Thursday, I believe, and he came. He said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay and do the tournament. You know, and like, you know, if it, you know, depending on how it goes, hopefully me and mom can make it to the cookout." And I was like, and I told him, I was like, "I'm fine with that," but I was like, I wanted you to make the decision and not make it for you. I wanted to see, you know, how he handled that, and I'm actually kind of glad that he chose to stay and play, because, you know, I feel like he's building some momentum, and speaking to the coach, the coach emphasizes that he's very vital to the team and what he's building with the team. So I think the more reps he gets, the more time that he plays with his teammates, the more they can build that chemistry. And so I'm proud of him for making that decision, and I hope they win. You know, I'm not there, so maybe this time around, maybe they'll get more W's. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna let my wife keep me updated, and once I get updated, you know what I'm saying, I will come back and give you guys a follow-up on the outcome of the tournament and my son's performance. Hey, like, comment, subscribe, share, anything about your AAU experience, or anything that you have to add, anything that could assist me as a new AAU parent. Like I said, we are my son's personal basketball trainer is stepping down, so we are in the market for a basketball trainer. So if you know any in the Clayton, Johnson County, Raleigh area, please reach out and let me know. With that being said, y'all be good.